We hear from leaders every day who are frustrated because they know their team can get better. It's really clear that they just aren't performing as the best version of themselves. And so today we want to share some things that we've learned working with some really great companies to help them grow.
Yep. Very simply, Kate, what we've learned is that great leaders are coaching leaders, and great cultures are coaching cultures. See, we talk to leaders all the time who are banging their heads against the wall trying to make their teams better. And they put in systems and processes, which are all good, but ultimately they fall short in their team growing. And then we hear from team members who, they're being managed rather than coached. And A players don't need to be managed. A players want to grow. They don't need the answers, they need the questions.
Absolutely.
What we've learned is that everybody needs a coach.
Yes. Yeah, and great coaches, the reason why people have coaches is because coaches don't have an agenda. They are completely removed from the situation. It doesn't matter to them the decision that you make. They are able to see your blind spots. So they see those things that you don't necessarily see because you're too in the situation.
Absolutely.
They hold you accountable. This is a huge one because most of the times that we don't accomplish the things that we say we want to accomplish is that we don't have someone holding us accountable, even ourselves. They are there so you can talk through your challenges. All those things that you keep thinking in your head over and over and over, you have a place that you can come to get them out and just talk it through with someone. And they help us be more strategic in our lives and in our businesses.
Yeah, and that's absolutely huge. I mean, today, everyone is operating in chaos. Their personal lives, their work life, and you can't make the right decisions. You can't be the best version of yourself when you're just dealing with chaos. So, but by the ability to start thinking strategically. So when a leader gains the ability to think more strategically, then the entire culture of the organization becomes more strategic. And then the team members start thinking more strategically. And then now we start to have the growth that A players are really looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So what does coaching look like?
Yeah, that's a great question. So why don't you talk a little bit about what a Floyd coach does and what that might look like practically, because people are probably wondering.
Yeah, so it's easy, right? So a Floyd coach, what you do is you get to meet with your coach once or twice a month, and it's all about you. What are you going through? What are the challenges that you're facing? What do you want to talk about? We often ask, what's on your mind? What is that thing that's keeping you up at night? And you get to talk through that situation and figure out how you want to move forward. What are you going to do to help you, to help your team, and to really help whatever situation it is that you want to bring to your coach that day or that month?
Yeah, absolutely. And even with our executive coaching clients, just for example, we're even there between the meetings.
Yeah.
Something comes up, you need to talk something through. So when you think about how different your month would be if you had someone who you knew you were going to be able to run something by, who you knew you were going to be held accountable for, who was going to ask those great questions, how different would your month be?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are tired of figuring all this out on your own, if you're tired of feeling like you are alone, especially when you have those things in your mind that you have to figure out, we want to talk to you. We want to help you discover what the greatest leaders in the world already know and are experiencing. So we want to hear from you, and we want to talk about how having a coach will absolutely change your life.